Hi, I'm Tom Potosnak, the president of ExhibitSense, and I'd like to talk to you about our ES360 virtual experience, as well as our ES360 touch-free hybrid exhibit. Now, what you see behind me is a touch-free exhibit. It would be used at hybrid in-person trade show events. Now, these are events where you have people that come to the show floor, but also you have the virtual component where people are home and they did not make the trip to the show. Obviously, that's something that we'll be seeing more of in the, we hope the not too distant future. And down the road, well, we hope that we'll all be attending shows. But in the meantime, we're doing the very best we can to help everyone out there succeed in terms of informing and educating their clients and doing business. Now, this exhibit behind me, the back wall that you see is made from our Connect graphic system. Individual graphic panels that retract and they easily connect to form a seamless graphic back wall. In front, we have a counter with a monitor. We've got some disinfectant wipes, which you can use to cleanse every surface in this booth, including the back wall graphics. We've got some masks. Now, hopefully people will be wearing masks at the show, but it's good to have them just in case someone loses one or decides they need another. In front, we've got this touch-free sanitizer stand, which can operate with batteries or it can be plugged in. And this is portable. It can be broken apart. Well, not broken apart, but you can take it apart. And the reason I mention that is because all of this, everything you see behind me, can pack into one rolling case, which happens to be underneath this counter and behind this graphic wrap. So you've got an attractive booth in a safe environment, and you can pack it into one case, which means you're going to cut your shipping costs and your drayage costs. And by the way, tool-free. You can set it up. One person could set this system up themselves. So you can see what we're trying to do here is not only look great and have a booth that works for you, but have one that's economical as well. Now, one thing you can also do, we want to emphasize safety in this booth, so we can also provide you with a banner stand with a vinyl graphic that is clear. It's not a clear graphic, I know. We'll talk about that in a second. But what you can do is you can use it to have it in front of you if you're scanning a badge. You can also, if you're talking with someone, you want to have that barrier. Now, I understand in the normal trade show world, the last thing you want is a barrier. It's the first thing they teach you. But, then again, 6 months ago, if I went to the bank with a mask on, I'd get arrested. Now, if I went without one, I'd get arrested. So you make do. In any event, we want to make this a safe environment, and that's part of what we're trying to do here. And as a cheap plug, you might have seen on the cover or the front of that banner stand was our Safe Staff Solutions logo. We provide sanitation stands, many different models. We also do floor graphics, wall graphics. We have sneeze guards that can go on top of a table. Anything you need for your booth, or when you return back to the office, which we hope is very soon, we can help you with all that. Now, let's talk a little bit about this monitor, because that's very important in this equation. I mentioned the ES360 virtual experience. What we're able to do is produce virtual experiences of many kinds. They can mirror your inline booth, they can be an island environment, or it can be a showcase environment. And you can use that in a virtual trade show. You can link off to that, use it in a virtual trade show so that people can see all of the great offerings that you have. And also, we can attach analytics to that so you can learn about what's working, what's not working, etc. So on this monitor, what we have is that virtual showcase that we produced for this company, Doble Engineering. They've used that showcase. They've had great success with it. Well, now when they're at the hybrid show, which of course means part virtual and part in person, we want people to see what's on that showcase. Well, this is a touch-free environment. We're not going to be handing out giveaways or literature. We don't want people tapping on screens. So what we've done is we've put a sign underneath this monitor with a QR code. And when attendees come up to the booth, they can scan the QR code, get it on their phone, they bookmark it, and guess what? They walk away from the booth and they've got everything you'd ever want them to have. They've got the literature, any videos, any demonstrations that you might have done. And In addition to scanning the badge when they come to the show, they're at the show, scan the badge, you've got their name, you know who they are, maybe their email. You want to thank them after the show and say, hey, great, thanks for coming. Thanks for getting on the plane, getting out there and trying to get us the in-person events back going again. But you know what? I've been to a lot of shows. I've scanned a lot of badges. And what I've found is that sometimes I end up with a pile of leads and I have no idea whether the person any of these people are interested in what we do or they just wanted the squeeze ball or the gourmet coffee. Well, because of the ES360 virtual environment, which is now on the attendee's phone, when they access it, we will then be able to get the analytics data commensurate with whatever it is you chose to plug in to the event, to the showcase that we produced for you. So what we now have here is a booth that looks great. It's compact. It's going to lower your costs in terms of going to shows. It also is going to enable you to have a nice environment, a safe environment where people are coming to the booth and they feel good about what's going on. They're back in the show environment, but we're able to leverage the power also of the analytics data that we can get from the virtual showcase. So very powerful stuff. And I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. And I really hope that we get to work together and help you out. Thank you very much.